I'll read the questions and...
Well, you gotta do your introduction. You just go, hey, I'm, Samantha Dingus. I'm Mr. Becker's Communication Arts class, and you give the date,
Okay.
and then you can kind of say what you're doing, and then read your questions and answer.
I'm Samantha Dingus. I'm a senior here at Pocomoke, and I'm in Mr. Becker's Words Communications class, second semester, so I'll be graduating soon. And I cannot wait to watch this in 5 years. Oh gosh. So I'm just going to ask myself these questions and then answer them, and then in 5 years I'll know about myself. What's the most important thing to you right now? The most important thing to me right now is probably my grades. Definitely my grades. In school, I'm trying to keep myself, on a good track, considering I'm going to college next year. Another thing that's important to me is trying to get in shape for hockey next year. And my family. And my family. They're really important to me too. If you only have 1 year left to live, what would you do? If I had 1 year left to live... if I only had 1 year, I think my goal would be to graduate college and get a real job, probably. Have my own house, because those are like my biggest dreams. What would be your ideal career? I want to be an occupational therapist. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I want to be able to help people who need to learn how to walk again, or just daily simple things. I want to help people in whatever way that I can. What's special about your hometown? Oh, well, I love Pocomoke. Everybody wants to get out of this place, but I love it. It's so small. Everybody knows everybody, and that can be annoying sometimes, but for the most part, I really like it. What's special about it is if something happens in the community, everybody comes together. We all come together as one town, and it's really good. Yeah. What's the hardest thing about being a high school student? The hardest thing about being a high school student would probably be dealing with drama, because sometimes when there's drama, you just feel like you have no one, or like everyone is against you. And that can be frustrating sometimes. Also, being a high school student can be so stressful when it comes time to apply for college and scholarships. That's very stressful. Who's your go-to band or artist when there's nothing else to listen to? Rascal Flatts. I love Rascal Flatts. I listen to them nonstop. They can make any mood better. What's the saddest thing that happened to you? The saddest thing that's happened to me probably throughout high school would probably be losing my grandfather and then losing my coach all within a short amount of time. That was very hard. But going through that definitely made me a stronger person, I think. And yeah, that was definitely the saddest thing that's happened to me. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done? Oh boy. I know I've done a lot of dumb things. The dumbest one... I think the dumbest thing I ever did was probably lying to my parents about a boy. Well, I don't know what I was thinking. That's probably the dumbest thing. What's your favorite movie? Oh, jeez. I don't know if I really have a favorite. I like a lot of movies. If I had to choose a favorite, though, it would probably be American Sniper. I definitely love that movie. Very sad, but I love it. What's your favorite smell right now and why? Well, right now in this room, it smells like a burnt cookie. And that's definitely not my favorite smell. I love the smell of laundry detergent. Gain, oh my goodness, I could sit there and sniff the bottle of it all day. It just smells so good. Just something, it's just different from every other laundry detergent. It smells so good. What are you self-conscious about? I am self-conscious about my foot. I don't know, for anyone who will see this in 5 years, I have a bunion on my foot, but maybe in 5 years, I will have had surgery to fix that. So pretty much a bone in my foot is completely crooked and it just sticks out on the side of my foot. And I am so self-conscious about that, especially in the summertime, you know, when everybody wants to wear cute sandals and whatnot. Well, I can't always because of my foot. But I hope 5 years from now that I'll have had that fixed and won't have that problem anymore. Like, I'm self-conscious about it because when I wear like flip-flops or something, it's so noticeable and people will ask me about it and it's not the easiest thing to explain because like it's called a bunion, but like that sounds like something gross, like a fungus or something, and it's not. It's literally just a crooked bone. But yeah, that's definitely what I'm self-conscious about. What are your bad habits? The only habit I really have, I crack my knuckles non-stop, or I don't bite my fingernails like most people do. I bite the skin around them, I don't know why. But like, that's the only like bad habit I can think of. I don't know. I don't really have bad habits. What is the most important thing you've learned from your parents? Oh boy. This is a good one. I've learned a lot from my parents, that's for sure. I think the most important thing that I've learned is to always be honest with them and to be able to open up to them about anything, because keeping things from them just makes things terrible. So I think, yeah, always like open up to your parents, don't keep things from them. If you could go out with anybody, who would it be and why? Oh gosh, if I could go out with anybody. If I could go out with anybody, it would probably be Thomas Rhett. He's a country singer. And oh my gosh, I just want a man to love me the way he loves his wife. I really do. Who's your favorite teacher and why? My favorite teacher and why? Mr. Becker's definitely one of my favorite teachers. I love this class. This is the second time I've had this class. I had it my junior year too. I love making videos. Well, I don't always love making them, but I love being in them. Yeah. And he's really fun. He's really lenient too. And I love Miss Ott. She's the sweetest lady. And she's a really good teacher too. Are you holding a grudge against somebody? Who and why? I tend to not hold grudges just because, you know, I mean, forgive and forget, you live and you learn. You know, it is what it is, so, I mean, I don't like hold grudges. I just don't see a point in holding a grudge. Was there ever a time you should have apologized and you didn't? Yeah, I'm sure there's been plenty of times where I should have said sorry and I didn't. Like, I can't think of a specific one right off the top of my head, but everybody makes mistakes, so I'm sure there was a time I didn't apologize when I should have. What was something you never told your parents about that you did behind their back? Well, the only thing I've really done behind my parents' back would be like a time that I hung out with a boy behind their back, but then they ended up finding out, so, you know, learned my lesson there. I mean, I don't really think there's anything else that they don't know. I think they know everything else. Yeah. What was the last book you read? Oh gosh. I don't read. I hate reading. Maybe 5 years from now when I'm sitting here watching this, I'll love books, but no. Right now, I hate reading. I can't even tell you the last book I read. I think it was The Great Gatsby, and I think I only finished it because Mr. Whitaker, one of my English teachers, he would read it to us. It's probably the only reason I finished it. And because we got to watch the movie. But I don't typically read. What qualities would you use to describe yourself? Oh gosh. I think I have a big heart. Kind-hearted, I guess I could say. I find myself hilarious. I laugh at every other thing I say. So I guess I'm funny. I care a lot about people, so, like, I definitely have a big heart. What do you think people first notice when they see you? People think I'm so mean when they first see me. Like, I actually get that from people a lot. They'll look at me, and then once I actually start talking to them, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I thought you were so mean, because that's just how you come off. And, like, I hate that people think that, because I'm really not a mean person, but that's what most people think, is that I'm a mean person, just by the way I look. I mean, if I just sit here like this, I look kind of mean, don't I? If you were in a horror film, would you be the killer or the person running away? That's a tough question. I'd probably be the person running away. I don't think I could ever try to kill someone. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? Ooh. If I could go anywhere in the world. I would love to go to different places in, like, South America, because I know, like, here in America we have so much. And I know there's multiple places in, like, South America who really don't have anything, or they need help with stuff, and I would love to be able to help people like that. I would love to go to, like, Paris and London, just because, like, they're big places, and I just think it would be a fun experience. What's the most polite thing you've ever done? I can't think of anything specific, but I know there's, like, plenty of polite things that I've done for people. I can't think of, like, one specific occasion right off the top of my head. What do you think you'll be doing in 5 years? In 5 years, when I'm watching this video, I better be at Wesley College, starting my first year of occupational therapy school, and if I'm not, I do not know what has happened or what I have done, but that's what I better be doing 5 years from now. What's the scariest situation you've ever been in? Scariest situation I've ever been in. There was one time, got in trouble with my parents about the boy situation, and I didn't have a phone, I didn't have a car, I didn't think I was going to be able to go to prom. Oh, that was scary. That was, yeah. What characteristic would you change about the opposite sex? If I could change something about boys, I would definitely change the fact that they are hypocrites. Because, like, they think it's okay for them to do something, but when a girl does that, they think it's the worst thing in the world. That, very hypocritical. All boys are like that. Like, a boy could go and talk to, like, 5 different girls going on a date with a different girl every night, and they think it's okay, but if a girl does that, or if a girl even has a guy friend, they think it's terrible. Like, no. Don't do something that you're not okay with others doing. It's as simple as that. What hurts your feelings? A lot. I'm a very sensitive person, so sometimes even when people are just joking with me and they're, like, rude, Like, it hurts my feelings. I sometimes I take too much to the heart, but I guess that's just what makes me me. But, yeah. I cannot wait to watch this in 5 years, and I'm sure I will be cracking up at the answers to these questions. So I'll see you in 5 years.
Hello, I'm Jaden Cropper. I'm in Mr. Becker's first Black Warriors Communications class, and these are my 20 questions. What's the most important thing to you right now? The most important thing to me is my music and my art in general, including like my films and my writing. So yeah, all of that. If you only have 1 year left to live, what would you do? I would go to all of the concerts I could, record a lot of music, and just release it as soon as I could. I mean, I want to be known for my music and releasing it, so I would do that. What would be your ideal career? Well, being a musician, and I'm going to stick to that, but also filmmaking. What's special about your hometown? Honestly, it's kind of a boring town, but I say what's special is a lot of people are loyal, so that's good. What's the hardest thing about being a high school student? Well, a lot of our parents don't think like we're as stressed as we are, like they think we're just kind of over-exaggerating, but a lot of things have changed since they were last in school, so of course they're not going to get it. Who's your go-to band or artist when there's nothing else to listen to? Oh boy. Either SZA or Charlie XCX. Yeah. What's the saddest thing that happened to you? I don't think there's anything like sad that's happened to me. I mean, my grandfather passed a few months ago, and then my great-grandma, his mom, just passed like a week ago, so that's sad. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done? I don't know, I don't really do dumb things. I'm not the type of person to do anything. I think, as, you know, talking about literal things, I was once, like, skating in the house on the skateboard, and I just skated right to the wall, and I knew it was going to happen, but I just kept going. And then, other than that, trusting some people. What's your favorite movie? Kill Bill Part 1 and 2, always, till I die. What's your favorite smell right now and why? I don't know, that's such a weird question to ask. I guess, like, anything citrusy. Yeah. Just because it smells good, like summer. What are you self-conscious about? I talk really fast, which surprisingly I don't think I've done too much during this, but I talk really fast and then it leads to me stuttering, and that's just really embarrassing. But I think that's really all I'm self-conscious about. What are your bad habits? Staying up late, eating a lot of junk food. That's pretty much it. What's the most important thing you learned from your parents? Dedication, hard work, not giving up on what you believe in, and yeah, just striving to be the best. if you could go out with anybody, who would it be and why? A person you've known and one celebrity. I have a friend named Zoe, and everyone knows her, but yeah, I go out with her, and then as a celebrity, I think, Willow Smith. Who's your favorite teacher and why? My favorite teacher is Mr. Becker, no lie there, because I really actually enjoy his class, and I'm doing things that, you know, are pertaining to my career and what I'm going to do in the future. So it's not like I feel like I'm wasting my time in here. And he really believed in me, so. Are you holding a grudge against somebody? One person named Nikki. She's racist. She's really rude. And I don't know, she's one of those people who kind of just has it out for you, but she acts really nice, and it's just annoying. Was there ever a time you should have apologized and you didn't? I don't believe so, because I'm the type of person that feels bad about something, so they immediately apologize. Even though I'm stubborn, I still apologize. So, yeah. What's something you never told your parents about that you did behind their back? Oh, recently, I went to a concert. I brought came to the concert, and like most of my family, and especially my mom, didn't know that I was camping out for like 6 hours to see them, because I wanted to get good seats. And when she found out, she was pretty mad, but you know, I never told her. It was actually my grandma that read me out, so. What was the last book you read? Looking for Alaska. It was really heartbreaking. It was really depressing. I haven't read a book since. That was a while ago. But I might read another book. So yeah. What qualities would you use to describe yourself? Loyal, kind, passionate, stubborn, dedicated. And that's all for today. Gotta go. Are we done?
Okay. Hello, I'm Peyton Becker. I'm in Mr. Becker's First Block Warriors Communications class, and here are my 20 questions. What's the most important thing to you right now? I would have to say making choices that are going to be the best for me, regardless of what other people say and do, or like say anything behind my back. You know, I'm making choices right now that are making me happy and successful, and that's what I really care about the most. If I only had 1 year left to live, what would I do? Travel the world, I guess. Just see all different places. Probably I want to see the 7 wonders of the world. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, you know, I would probably travel the world. What would be my ideal career? Well, I want to be an event/wedding planner, so I'd probably want to stick with that. What's special about my hometown? Oh, just the family bond that everybody has. Everyone knows each other, and in times of tragedy, like with Miss Pusey's death and everything like that, you know, as a town we really came together and just, you know, supported each other. What's the hardest thing about being a high school student? High school isn't real. It doesn't really show you like the real struggles that you have to go through in life, and yeah.
Who's your go-to band or artist when there is nothing else to listen to? NSYNC. Yeah, I was born in 1999, and my brothers listened to NSYNC when I was younger, and there's video of me dancing on the coffee table to an NSYNC tape. So yeah, I'd probably say NSYNC. What's the saddest thing that happened to you? Probably finding out that Miss Pusey died. Like, I remember it exactly. Like, I was just in shock. I did not want to believe it at all. It's still hard. The dumbest thing I've ever done? I really have no clue. I mean, because I'm sure there's dumb things I've done before. I don't know. I guess maybe, Oh, there was one time. I've never been to the Cheesecake Factory, and I guess I thought that the only thing they served there was cheesecake, so I guess that's pretty dumb. My favorite movie? Oh, probably Sandlot. Yeah, Sandlot. My favorite smell right now and why? Hazelnut coffee, because I love hazelnut coffee. What am I self-conscious about? Definitely my forehead. I usually wear headbands all the time, and I'm not wearing one. But yeah, probably my forehead. What are my bad habits? Well, I used to bite my nails. Now, I'm doing pretty good with that. I stopped doing that. Probably, I'm really hard on myself a lot. Like doubting myself and things like that, but hopefully I can get out of that, I think I've been doing pretty good with that, I'm doing better, but a couple minutes here and there. What's the most important thing you've heard from your parents? Probably this is from my dad. He says that boys take your time, your money, and your focus. And he is absolutely right. So, Dad, you're right. If you could go out with anybody, who would it be and why? A person you've known and one celebrity. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, man. Well, the celebrity, Justin Timberlake, for sure. Because he's part of NSYNC. But like an actual person? No. Nobody from Pocomoke, at least. I'll come back to that one later. I gotta think about that. Who is my favorite teacher and why? I guess it means favorite teacher ever. Who is my favorite teacher? Probably say Miss Stevens. I had her junior year for calculus. I remember I was struggling in there. Math is not one of my biggest things. It was really good for my brother. My brother was amazing at calculus, and Miss Stevens taught my brother. And yeah, so I wasn't so good at it. I would go and see her during lunch or before school or after school and try to get some help. And oh my gosh, there would be moments I would cry because I could just not get the problems right, and she'd be there to, help me out, say it's okay, let's try it again. So probably Miss Stevens, just because she's just been there, so been supportive of me. Whew. Are you holding a grudge against somebody? Who and why? No, because why would I hold a grudge against somebody? It's just going to make me less happy, You gotta forgive and forget, Was there ever a time you should have apologized and you didn't? I don't know. Yeah, I would say my dad's cousin, John, he had cancer, and I don't remember how old I was. I was little, in that, preteen stage where, you had to talk back to everybody. And he got me something. He got me some kind of movie. He got me, a Tinkerbell movie, because I think I used to love Tinkerbell back then. And I, talked back to him, and then, because he was staying with us, he got me the movie, and then he went back to where he was living, and then, I found out he died. So, yeah, I should have told John that I'm sorry for just talking back to him, even though I was younger, and, yeah. in my preteens. I do regret that. Just not being, like, nicer to him. Oh, man. Alright. Next question. Was there something that you never told your parents about that you did behind their back? Oh, Lord. Yeah. Yeah, I did lie to him a couple, no, just once, that I can remember clearly. Let's see, I told my parents I was going to Salisbury with Mackenzie Mitchell to watch a movie. What movie was it? It was Dunkirk. And we didn't go watch a movie. We did go to Salisbury, though. But we met up with this boy I was talking to, and yeah, so I did lie about that. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Never snuck out of the house, though. Never did that. What was the last book I read? Probably Me Before You. I haven't seen the movie, and I really want to see it, but I have a pet peeve where I have to read the book first and then watch the movie. So, yeah, I read that book, so now it's just time to watch the movie. What qualities would I use to describe myself? I'd probably say, I don't know. Probably, well, I guess I'm outgoing. I don't know. I'm a little bit corny, too. I get that from my dad. But, yeah, I think, like, I'm a real good listener, you know. If any of my friends are having problems, you know, I'm there and supportive of them, and yeah, that's what I would say. I'm supportive and outgoing. Wait, what was that one that I missed? Hold on, let me find it. Oh, if I could go out with anybody, real person. That's a tough one. Because, like, I don't know. I'm friends with a lot of guys in Pokemon. Like, I'm just really good friends with them. I wouldn't want to, like, date them because that would be weird. Yeah. I don't know. Nobody from Pokemon. Nobody from the Eastern Shore. Once I get to college, I'll find me a nice IU soccer boy. Or baseball. Baseball boys are nice, too. But, yeah. So, I'm going to wait on it, find the right guy. And that's it for my 20 questions.
Hey, I'm Mr. Becker's first Warriors Communications class, and we're doing this project where we'll see ourselves in 5 years, and we're going to ask some questions. So what's the most important thing to me right now? I would mainly just say my family, because they're trying to push me to do what I want to do for my future, you know, be successful. And just, if you only have 1 year left to live, what would I do? I really want to travel everywhere, so hopefully with the money I saved up I can go and at least travel Europe for a Europe pass or something. My ideal career actually is to kind of be in a Jurassic World kind of thing and work with something sciencey, I guess. I love Jurassic World, so if something real was like that, I would want to do that. I guess my hometown, what's special about it is that we're pretty close and everybody knows everybody, but that's also a bad thing because I know that my dad finds out everything, so I can't really do anything. The hardest thing about being in high school is that people are so judgmental. It's hard to breathe around here because everybody just cares about who you are and what you're wearing and blah 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 blah. They won't just accept you, and people are just so rude. I hate being here. I really like to listen to Christina Aguilera and Justin Timberlake and Eminem, so I have a wide array of music. I like to listen to everybody. The saddest thing that happened to me, I'd say it was the death of my grandfather when I was younger. I didn't really know him as long as my brother did and all that, but I still did cry a lot when he left. And also just any of my pets that died, like Zeus or my cat or any of our goats or chickens that we had, I got pretty close to them. The dumbest thing I've ever done is probably feed laundry detergent to my pet baby chick. I got in a lot of trouble for that because we had a pet chick on our dryer and then I fed it laundry detergent for some reason because I wasn't smart enough. I was really young. My favorite movie is probably Burlesque. I love Burlesque, and that's also with Christina Aguilera. My favorite smell. I really love the smell of my dog Dakota. She just smells so good. She has that like old hound dog smell. And like fresh cut grass. Fresh cut grass I love, especially in the beginning of spring right now. What am I self-conscious about? I'm self-conscious about my eyebrows because I have none. And just like my legs in general, I hate my legs. And then that's about it. I don't really care what people think about me. My bad habit is that I bite my fingernails, and so I'm trying to grow them out because they don't look pretty like they're supposed to. But what is the most important thing I learned from my parents? My dad is big about life lessons, so anytime I mess up, he's just like, well, you'll just have to learn from this. So, if I could go out with anybody, who would it be and why? I don't really know anybody from the school that I would go out with, because like I said, I don't really like people here. But this dude from Subway came in yesterday, which is where I work, and he was smoking. And apparently he was in my mom's class, but he was just really cute. I wouldn't mind going out with him for a couple, just to see if it would work. And a celebrity? Justin Timberlake is too old for me. Who else could I date? Oh, Matt Franco. He's a fine one too. Who is my favorite teacher and why? I really like Miss Bison because I love art class, and she's just like kind of the most chill teacher I've ever had. She can really relate to us. And then also Miss Hart because she's so quirky and I just love her even though I haven't seen her in a while. Am I holding a grudge against anybody? I wouldn't really say I'm holding a grudge, just more of like, wow, why aren't we friends anymore? Like my friend Zoe, we went on a cruise and everything, and we didn't even really, we just kind of stopped talking, so I don't know if she used me. But then when she's drunk, she likes to tell me that she misses me, but I don't know. Was there ever a time you should have apologized and I didn't? I don't know. I normally own up to like whatever I do, so I don't really think that I should apologize, because I'm like, I already know what I did. What was something I never told my parents about that I did behind their back? Well, I did smoke some marijuana, but only once at my friend's house, and that was, I just wanted to try it, but I almost died because I have asthma. What was the last book I read? For my own entertainment, it would probably be Shawshank Redemption. And then for school-wise, we are reading The Great Gatsby. What qualities would I use to describe myself? I would say that I am weird and kind of funny, awkward. I'm very socially awkward. What do I think people first notice when they see me? I would just say my eyes. I like the color of my eyes. They're like a pretty green. I don't really know what else people would notice. If I was in a horror film, would I be the killer or the person running away? I would definitely be the killer. I have a lot of anger inside of me. I don't know why, but also like I wouldn't want to run away from my problems. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I always wanted to go to Bora Bora because Bora Bora seems like the most gorgeous place on the planet. What is the most polite thing I've ever done? The most polite thing. I've helped a lot of students with like their work, and I've done art with disabilities kids with disabilities, but I just help people in general, so it's not really like I have a most nice thing because I'm just a genuinely nice person. What do I think I'll be doing in 5 years? Hopefully it's either like, hopefully I figure out where I want to go to college and I'm actually like starting my career, where I'm traveling and I'm just living the best life. What's the scariest situation I've ever been in? I think that my Oma fell down like a couple months ago. Like she texted me help, but it was like all misspelled, and I was driving him from school, and I don't think I've ever drove so fast in my entire life. But I went there and she had fallen down and she really hurt her shoulder, so we had to go take her to I had to go drive her and like take her to the doctor and fill out forms and stuff, which I have like never done before. That was pretty scary because I thought she was really hurt, but fortunately she was able to have surgery and now she's all good. What characteristic would I change about the opposite sex? Guys are cocky and know-it-alls, and they're just overall assholes. But, so, hopefully they learn how to mature quicker and they are nicer. And what hurts my feelings? It hurts when I'm not included. I'm kind of an outsider in school. I don't really talk to anybody, and I'm always the last to get picked for like lab partners and stuff. I don't know why, because I think I'm nice to people, but it's just everybody has their cliques, and I've never really fit into any of them. So I only have one friend, which is Jenny Tran. So that's all for my video, and hopefully I have succeeded in the next 5 years and that I am doing all that I want to do.
Sorry, well,
So, 5 years! It's been 5 years. Wow. You must be old, girl. Bones cracking? Anyway, I'm about to move on. Anyway, moving on to my questions. What's the most important thing to you right now? Well, I'm 17. So the most important thing to me right now is my future and my future in dance. Because you know I could. Woo! Okay. If you only have 1 year left to live, what would you do? 1 year left. I would go to wherever, what's her name? I would go to wherever, my favorite dancer is, she looked like she's Chinese, a little bit Asian. You know what I'm talking about. Paris, I think that's her name, Paris. I would go wherever she is and join her dance group. Royal family. Number 3. What would be your ideal career? Now, I would become a choreographer and take praise dancing to another level. Like an extreme level, like nobody has ever seen level, you know, because they'll see popping. But, anyway, what's special about your hometown? My hometown is Ohio. And I think what's special about it is how, well, it's cold. I mean, my family's there, so that's what makes it special. My family, I get to see everybody. everything. My hometown. It's run down a little bit because where I grew up, but the cities, like at nighttime, everything lights up, so it's kind of like New York City. It's just really, really beautiful at night, especially downtown Ohio, Toledo, Ohio. It's really pretty. What's the hardest thing about being a high school student? Girl, the work. I'm trying to get honor roll. I ain't never grinded so hard about life. Trying to balance grades and sports is like the hardest thing I went through. But hey, 5 years probably went through some tougher things than I have at 17, you know, because if your heart, okay, listen, I know your life maybe have been rough it has been rough these past 5 years, but honey, you living life to the fullest, baby girl, yes. I feel so ghetto. Use your go-to band / artist when there's nothing else to listen to. When there's nothing left to listen to, I'll go to, I listen to worship music, like, Tasha Cobbs, Donnie McClurkin, Anthony Brown, Kurt Franklin. Okay, 7. What's the saddest thing that happened to you? Saddest thing. Saddest thing. I would say when my brother died. That was the saddest thing. It was like I was little then, but like as I grew older, like I felt like there was a space that was gone between me and my sister. Like something I would never get back. Like that brotherly love everybody else talks about that I don't have. So I thought I was missing out in that. Well, why did he have to go instead of me? But now I don't think like that. Like I still think about it, but I don't dwell on it, you know. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done? I really don't know. The dumbest thing I've done. Oh my god, yes! The dumbest thing I've done was run into a truck. So you know the story with it. Taking Bruce's truck was this day and I was racing my best friend and next thing you know, boom! I ran underneath the truck and I slid, boy, I slid. What's my favorite movie? My favorite movie is, I can quote word for word, is White Chicks. I got that down pack. What a beautiful chocolate man. Hold on. Okay, I'll come back. What's your favorite smell now and why? Vanilla is my favorite smell because vanilla and bacon. Vanilla and bacon, but vanilla tops it all because I can love vanilla all day and be in love with it. My mom hates the smell, but I'm like I grew up in Ohio. My grandmother will always spray vanilla on her, and her mother will always spray vanilla on her. So it's just like a sense like it smells so beautiful. Like I feel like I'm in heaven when I'm like in a room with vanilla smells. Like it's just love. What am I self-conscious about? I'm gonna say no, my hair, because I used to be self-conscious about my size, but honey, I'm fun size, so I'm accepting my skinniness because slim is the best way to go. Okay, but I'm self-conscious about my hair because it has to be a certain way, and I can't go out the house looking a certain way. Like if my hair is not done, I will not come out the house. I will sit there and cry, and washing it, I will do that daily if I have to, but it's a lot of work to get this done. So I stay with I don't wear a lot of weaves, but when I do, my hair is it's so beautiful. I love my hair. I love my hair. Number one love is this right there. What are your bad habits? Okay, one of my bad habits is saying to be honest a lot and like too many times, and also biting my nails. Guess what happens when I run. I let my nails grow, but now I can't, it's like a really bad habit because I can't stop biting them, and I really should stop biting them. And biting the outside of my fingers is a habit too, and I shouldn't do that. My mom thinks I should go see a mental doctor because it's not good for children to bite their meat. It means I'm hiding something, but I'm not hiding anything. It's just a real bad habit. But moving on. 13. What is the most important thing I've learned from my parents? That friends will not stick around like the 5 fingers you have. Something my mom said about the fingers, like your friends can go down like this or something like that. Like you see how your fingers separate or something like that. You can't keep your friends are as bad as your fingers, basically. I guess, I don't know. But I can't keep my friends, and that I'm beautiful, and I'm a queen, and I shouldn't listen to people around me too much because it might knock me off course. Yeah. If I could go out with anybody, who would it be and why? Listen, y'all not gonna get me. You're not gonna y'all not gonna get me. I'm not gonna say who it is because if this goes public in 5 years, dog, nah. You're like, oh, you had a crush on me and I didn't even know you were my best friend. His name that he knows of is Hulk Smash. You know, that's if I could go out with one person, that's one person I would go out with, Hulk Smash. And a celebrity. Who do I really like as a celebrity wise? That's really hard. It would have been Bruno Mars, but he's like really, really short. I don't think I could deal with that. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. And somebody I always knew. Oh, that boy, that man. I mean, not Chadwick, but Michael B. Jordan, or Michael A. Jordan. One of them. He is fine. I will date him. Anyway, who's my favorite teacher? My favorite teacher is Miss Ott and Miss Becker. Even though Miss Becker is not a teacher, but they always push me to be a better me and motivate me to be better and make myself better because they know who I am and whose I am, you know. Am I holding a grudge against anybody? I did, but that grudge is gone because I forgave him, and I hope that grudge is gone. I hope it dissolve because I want to be happy, you know. If I hold a grudge, they don't know I'm holding a grudge, and it just hurts me more than it hurts them because they don't even know I'm holding a grudge. So, you know, don't hold grudges. It's bad for your health and your mind. Was there ever a mine you should have apologized and you didn't? Was there ever a mine you should have apologized to and you didn't? What's a mine? Some stuff like a person, meaning, because that's a typo. I want to say I would apologize to my mom because she wasn't home, but she got on my nerves one day, and I remember I was just really upset, and all of a sudden I came down like the little hallway and I was stomping around some of my feet, and I said I hate my mom. And my dad grabbed me and pinned me up against the wall. Don't you ever say it again in your life. Now mom doesn't know I said that to her or I said that about her, and I would just say sorry because I didn't really mean it, and I didn't know what I was saying. Like, I just popped in my head, and it was a thought I said out loud. I ain't mean nothing by it. I don't really hate my mom. Like, I love my mom to death to us part. Like, we married. Like, we in this together forever. We ain't never gonna break up, you know? No man can replace my mom. Like, anyway. What was something you never told your parents about that you did behind their back? Oh my god, Kick, dog. Kick was lit back then. I had so many unknown boyfriends, but I would never tell my mom because she would take my phone daily. She would check my phone, but she would never go through my Kick. If she went through my Kick, I would delete everything. They text me in the morning. I told them to text me, I told them to hit me up. But my Kick, I even catfished somebody before. But my Kick was always blowing up. Like, Kick was lit. Like, I would never tell my mom about Kick. Never tell my mom about Kick. Because all them boys, they still from where I was from. But they were just really cute. We were like, oh, we gonna meet up. No, it's dad gonna lie. We ain't never gonna meet up on Kick. No, I'm not gonna be mad. I would tell them I live in Ohio when I really live in Maryland. Because, I got time for that meeting me up, and I'm just, no, it might take me, no. At least I was safe with it, but I still ate my mom's body. What was the last book you read? The last book I have read was a daggone Crucible. If you know what that is, you know I got an assignment that's due today, and it ain't even done yet, then you know I'm kind of upset about it, but you know, 5 o'clock hit, I ain't quite doing nothing. You know, procrastination is a bug. But, anyway. What qualities would you use to describe yourself? I'm beautiful, I'm outgoing, I'm wonderful, I'm marvelous, I can treat you. Sorry, let me stop playing. I'm pretty, I'm kind, I'm nice to others. I can preach. No, I can't. No, I can't. Don't give me. I can pray. I pray for you. Yeah, my qualities. That's some more qualities right there. Oh, I'm a leader too. A question that I had for myself. These are class questions of 2018. I know, girl, like years back. Before you graduated, girl. Okay. What do you think people first notice when they see you? My beautiful smile and my hair. Yes, and my big eyes, yeah. Because my eyes, you might just fall in love, boy. I'm trying to wink and I can't. Oh, let me stop, because I look stupid. Okay. Jaden asked me, if you were in a horror film, what would you be the killer? Would you be the killer or would you be the person running away? I can run, but I'm not very fast. Well, I am fast. I consider myself fast, but maybe people say, oh, you're not fast, this and that. I don't care. Anyway, I think I would be the killer, because, you know. Do I got a prop? Man, I don't got no prop. You know. It doesn't matter if you like this. Be the killer. A crazy killer at that. But Antonio asked me Peyton asked me if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I would go to Jamaica so I can meet my Jamaican man, and maybe an African and an Hispanic, you know. Teach me how to dance the way of their language. You know? Get my African and Jamaican man, I'll be good to go. Antonio asked me, what's the most polite thing you've ever done? I've done a lot of polite things in my life. What do you mean by polite? Like, I've done a lot. I've helped shelters, I've fed people, like, you can answer that one for yourself. I really don't know because I've done a lot of polite things in my life. The 17 years I've been living on this earth. Sam asked me, what do you think you'll be doing in 5 years? By now you should be, 5 years, you'll be 22. So, 22, you take 4 years of college, right? Okay, I'm 17 now, right now, you're 22. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 5 years. 18. Wait, shoot, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 18. Okay, I'm saying that way for. You'll still be in college. Because you turn 19. When you turn 19, you still be in college. So 22 would be 22 and still in college. Dang, girl. But you'll be in college. You don't know what college you're going to yet, but you know what college you're in. And I hope that you enjoy that college and you work very hard. Do not get kicked out. Excuse me. Excuse us. Excuse us again. Do not get kicked out of college because that is your last resort. If you do not graduate, I will personally meet you in the future and I will beat you up, stone you, and abuse you. Do not skip out on your blessing. I'm telling you that now. Do not. Do not mess this up. Do not mess it up. Grind till you cannot grind no more in sports. Yes, that will lead you to whatever you need to be. Keep playing. I don't know if you're going to keep playing sports till you get to college, but hey, that's what you love to do. That's what you love to do. Listen, don't screw it up. Don't screw college up. Get your bachelor's degree. Create a dancing business. And follow your daggone dreams. That's the least I can tell you. Terry asked, what's the scariest situation you've ever been in? this might not be scary to you, but it was scary. Like, okay, I don't know if this is a scary situation. Cause first one I would say was when I got into a car crash, and I didn't know how to take it. Cause my mom was in an ambulance. I despised ambulances. Like, I really despised ambulances. I hated them. That's why I cried so much. It was more scary for me. Cause I was thinking, like, cause I watched many movies and stuff, you know. She can't breathe. CPR. She has 10 seconds. 10, 9. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, that's what I thought. That was going through my head. Second one would be when I stabbed my sister in the eye with scissors. I told her to shut up and stop crying. Dog, I did not mean it like that. Like, I just wanted her to, like, take it like a man and don't cry because I didn't want to get in trouble. Mom was trying to send me to a juvenile center and I didn't want to go. Like, I'm not a bad child. That was an accident. Her eye should have met the scissors, or she should have been sitting up. Okay, anyway. What characteristics would you change about the opposite sex? Man, these men in their second choice of girls. Like, I always come second. Like, do you not see me? I am beautiful. Then you choose her over me. Like, if I could change, I would change their minds. Like, just switch it around. Make them less, like, ugh, and more, you know? Like, but my best friend, he's like my really best friend. I wouldn't change anything about him. Because he's perfect just the way he is. I really, like, he may not know. Okay. I love him with a passion. That's my best friend. But he doesn't want to say it back. So I just know we like this and we forever like this. We rock until we drop it. You know? You die, I die with you. Okay. Last question. Mr. Becker. What hurts? Mr. Becker asked me what hurts our feelings. Hurts our feelings is when people think we can't do anything, or we won't win, or I can't do this, I can't do that, or do you think you can do that, or do you think you should do that, or you're not meant for this and you're not meant for that. I hate those words with a passion. I don't care. Hate is a strong word, but I really do hate those words, and those really hurt my feelings. With a passion. I also say with a passion, that's my third habit. But yeah. Like, if you're gonna say that, the thing is, I hate the words and it does hurt my feelings, but after the fact, I get back up and realize I'm proven wrong. Like, you're not gonna sit here and say I'm not gonna do something. And I did it, like, but, yeah. 5 years from now, girl, you almost grown. I'm not calling you grown till you hit 30. So, hope you enjoy your college life, girl. Shoot. Remember his names? Shoot. And yeah, and oh, no. You might be old by the time you get up to 5 years, 22 years old in college, doing your thing, girl. Yes. Work it. But I love you. I love us. I don't love you. I love us. And I hope that you and Amir are still friends. Don't ever break that bond. I'm like, dead serious. Don't ever break that bond. Y'all should never go apart. But thank you for watching me. And hope I'm more beautiful by the time I turn 22. No, do we ever get thick? Do we ever get thick? I really want to know. Do we ever get thick? Do we ever get a big butt? So stop saying. Let me go. Goodbye.
Hello, I'm Antonio Beckett, second semester, Comm Arts with Mr. Becker. And I'm doing the thing about life that I'll see 5 years later. What's the most important thing to you right now? What's the most important thing to you right now? Just living to full potential. If you only have 1 year left to live, what would you do? 1 year left. I would blow my money on all the people that took care of me, because I can't do nothing. You can't take your money to the grave. What would be your ideal career? My career would either be gaming or aerospace engineer. This was I always wanted to do. What's special about your hometown? Family. That's one of the main reasons I came back, because I didn't want to be out there with nobody, or just one set of cousins. I have all my family down here. What's the hardest thing about being a high school student? Just coming to school. It's tough. Just waking up early. It's not fun. Who's your go-to band / artist when there is nothing else to listen to? Boosie. You talk about life. You don't do the la la la, the da da da's. You just get to the point and tell the story that you can feel. What's the saddest thing that ever happened to you? Nothing. Nothing really ever happened that was sad. Can't say, nah, nothing ever happened. Nothing ever sad. What's the dumbest thing you ever done? I was on this Yamaha 250 YZ dirt bike, and I had stood up on the top of it while I was going, and I hurt myself and almost died, but it was funny after. But yeah, like literally the doctor said you could have died if it was a little bit more impact. My favorite movie, Sling Blade. I like my taters. This is my movie. Great story. Great story. What's your favorite smell right now and why? Favorite smell? Food. Because I love food. What are you self-conscious about? I'm not self-conscious. Far from it, I guess you could say. What are your bad habits? Gaming for crazy hours. Like I can go 18 hours a day. Like I'll sleep 4, wake right back up gaming. What is the most important things that you have learned from your parent? One of them is many things, but I think one of the most important things is give respect where respect is due. If you could go out if you could go out with anybody, who would it be? A person you know and a celebrity. Oh my God. I don't know. Anybody. I don't know. I got my crushes right now, I guess you can say. And celebrity, Zendaya. Jeez. Yeah, Zendaya. All day. Who's your favorite teacher and why? Miss Moses, because... No. It's a mix. Miss Moses and Miss Boyce. Because they was always there to help me do my work, and they always talk to me. Like, not like I'm just a student, but person to person. Are you holding a grudge against somebody? Who and why? I don't hold grudges, because if I don't like you, you did something really bad, and I try not to, like, let that get into my head, because once they get into my head, it's just straight evil from there. Was there ever a moment you should have apologized and didn't? No, because I was raised the right way and knew when to apologize and when not to. Well, when I really didn't have to. What was something you never told your parents about that you did behind their back? Nothing at all. What was the last book you read? Into the Wild. Great book. Great book. What qualities would you use to describe yourself? Respectful. Loyal. Determined. That's some top 3 right there. Done. What do you think people first notice when you see, oh my God, let me get this on my eyes? That's the only thing they notice every time. If you were in a horror film, would you be the killer If you were in a horror film, would you be the killer or the person running away? I would be the killer, because in the real world, you ever hear the saying, the killer be killed? So, if it's the killer killing, you gotta do the killing. Only way. If you can go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? Mexico. Because they got tacos. Yeah. What is the most polite thing you've ever done? The most polite thing I ever done was maybe talk to a person that was ugly just to make them feel better. Well, not like talk like date, but like say, hey, blah, blah, blah. Carry a conversation even though it was ugly to me. Where do you think you'll be in 5 years? In 5 years, I'll be living good for a fact. That's not think. I know it. Like, can't tell you how, but I know it. Just know that. What's the scariest situation you ever been in? I think what's some scariest situation? I got two. I'm gonna say two. It was when I was younger. It was like 6 or 8. One of them, we was at the Y, and somebody had pushed me into the pool, and I couldn't swim, so I was just sinking in, and they thought I was joking, and it was like I was about to black out, then somebody heard it and got me. But that was the end of it. And the second one, I ain't saying no names, but it was at somebody's house, and somebody. Nah, that wasn't a really scary situation, but it could have been. Like somebody had a gun to people's head, but I ain't saying it's a scary situation. What characteristic would you change about the opposite sex? Nothing. God made them the way they are for a reason. What hurts your feelings? Nothing. Just over the years, you just number everything out. Things change, people die. So you just like, alright, I'm gonna just live my life, do what I can do. And that's it from Antonio. Catch you in 5 years, bro. And if you ain't getting no paper, you's a lame. You's a lame. Remember that. I'm out.
Wait till I'm out of here.
Alright, my fault. Alright, my name is Tyree Thornton. For Communication Arts class, second semester. This is a 5-year thing. So, what's the most important thing to you right now? I would have to say school, I guess. I don't know. I think school, yeah, school. School and basketball, but basketball season's over with. But, if you only have 1 year left to live, what would you do? I'll probably rob a bank. I'll probably rob a couple of banks. I'll go around the world robbing banks. Cause I mean, I only got 1 year to live, so yeah, I'll rob a couple of banks. What would be an ideal career? Personal trainer. I'll get big in the gym, you feel me? Yeah, I'm here by myself. What's special about your hometown? Nothing. Nothing really. It's not special about it. I mean, it's a little. Ain't nothing special about it. What's the hardest thing about being a high school student? Hardest thing would be waking up early in the morning for real, cause you know the phones. I on the phone all the time, but yeah, I think that's the hardest thing about being in high school. So waking up early and balancing between school and like I don't know. Hey, Mr. Becker. Mr. Becker.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm talking to myself.
What's
I
that?
feel like I'm talking to myself.
You kind of are. You're talking to yourself 5 years from now.
Oh, John.
Yeah, just keep going.
All right, man.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. This is when I'm talking to myself. I feel dumb.
In 5 years, you'll see what you answered.
I know, but all right, bet.
All right.
All right, bet. What's your go-to band / artist when there's nothing else to listen to? I'll say NBA YoungBoy. Yeah, that's my go-to artist, NBA Youngboy. Saddest thing that ever happened to you? When my basketball season ended. My last game, my last high school year ever, that was the saddest thing that ever happened to me. What's the dumbest thing you ever done? Wow. The dumbest thing I ever done was, what was the dumbest thing I ever done? I don't know. What's the dumbest thing I ever done? I don't know. I don't think I really done anything dumb. I don't know. What's your favorite movie? I can't really single out a movie that's like my favorite for real. I'll probably have to say Coach Carter. Yeah, that's my favorite movie. What's my favorite smell right now? Why? I'll say food, because it smells good. Yeah, I like food. Yeah, it's food. What are your bad habits? I don't have it. Oh, I bite my fingernails. Oh, yeah, I bite my fingernails. What's the most important thing you learned from your parents? What's the important thing? I have to say, what's the important thing I learned from my parents is, I don't even know. Man, they tell you so much, man. I don't know. They tell you too much. So I don't know what's the most important thing I learned. I learned a lot from them, but I can't single out like one thing. If you could go out with anybody, who would it be and why? Rihanna. I would go out with Rihanna because she's one of the baddest females ever. Rihanna. Who's your favorite teacher and why? My favorite teacher would be Mr. Becker because, yeah, you know, he don't cut no corners with you and he keep it real with you. You feel me? Shout out to Mr. Becker. Are you holding a grudge against somebody? Nah, I don't hold grudges. You know, it is what it is. Things happen for a reason. Was there ever a time where you should apologize and you didn't? Yeah. In a couple situations, I was wrong, but it was like I was in that, like, I don't care attitude. It is what it is. I should apologize. What was something you never told your parents about that you did? Oh, man. Sheesh. I can't really, yeah. I can't talk about that on camera, I don't think. It was bad though. It was bad. I bought somebody in the house that wasn't supposed to be in there, and things happened. You know. What was the last book you read? I don't read books. I'm sorry. I can't stand to read a book. Yeah, I don't like books. I don't like school. I don't even like school, honestly. But what qualities would you use to describe yourself? Smart, hardworking, athletic. You know, the usual. You feel me? What do you think people first notice when they see you? The way I dress. It's just the way I dress. You feel me? If you were in a horror movie, well, would you be the killer or the person running away? I think I would be the person running away. Like, it's just that rush and running away from something, like the adrenaline. I'll be that. If you go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I would go to Cali, because it's hot all the time. Yeah, I would go to Cali. What's the most polite thing you ever done? Paid for somebody's food or bought somebody some food when they ain't had no money. Yeah, I done that, yeah. Scary situation you ever been in? Almost got locked up one time. I was at McDonald's, and I went to go get some food. I was like right down the street from McDonald's. I went to go get some food, and then, guess a boy was there. So I got my food and I left. And then it was like, guess he thought I stole his wallet. So I get a phone call. They was like, "Where you at?" The cops looking for you. I was like, "I'm home." They thought I stole his wallet, but the whole time he found it. He the one lost it. Like I didn't take it, nothing.
Characteristics you would change about the opposite sex.
Their attitude. Yeah, I can't stand a woman's attitude, yo. It's on my nerves. What hurts your feelings? Nothing. I don't think nothing hurts my feelings. I'm not gonna necessarily say it hurt my feelings, but what hurts? Well, it's like when somebody don't go by their word. You feel me? Yeah. So. Yeah. Hey, for my future self, be the man. You the man. I'm gonna tell you the man. You feel me? Yeah.